You're kidding me. New Jim Beam Highball. How's this one? That costs less than $2. Oh, it's about $2. Look, our dollar's just crashed. So a week ago, it was a different price. This is 6%. Not too shabby. Let's give it a go. I used to drink a lot of Jim Beam when I was 18. I went off it. It was a bit sweet for me. But I tell you, in Japan, everything seems to be not so sweet. The cakes, the biscuits, everything just seems really well balanced, not full of sugar. Anyway, we'll see what this is like. I won't say too much. Fucking kidding me. Alright, highball time. Jim Beam. Cheers, guys. Did Suntory buy Jim Beam? They've got their name on the top now. I think they have. They bought the breweries in Australia. Not all of them. I think Asahi bought the others. So the Japanese own most of the breweries in Australia now. They're multinational corporations. They're huge. They make everything. They soft drinks. They've got highballs. That tastes pretty good, actually. I've just moved rooms. I've come to a better room. The Richmond Hotel in Asakusa. Actually, bloody good for the price. I think it was $130 a night. Right in the guts of town. Like, I'll just show you. I'll do a room review. I do one of the other one. It was a shit room. Anyway, I'm not going to put these up till I get home. I've got quite a few videos from Japan. I haven't been putting them up. There's just too many. Plus, some places the Wi-Fi was dropping out, like in the middle of nowhere, up in the mountains near Matubo or Okinawa. Not very good Wi-Fi, so it was on Skylink, believe it or not. We got on, but it would hardly work. Wow, that's good. Not sweet at all. Oh, big surprise there. Got that Jim Beam flavour, but not sickly sweet like some of these cans in Australia. Yeah, bourbon and whatever. They're bloody sweet, full of sugar. This isn't. This is good. Lovely. Less than $2, I'm sure it was. $1.80 on our exchange rate. We got in before the dollar crash. We got 96.8. You're getting 84 now. 84, the official rate, and crashing. It was 94 5 days ago. So we've lost 10 cents in the dollar. It's a lot of money. But if you just get the exchange at the hotel, it's 70. Fucking hell. That's ridiculous. 97 to 70. Well, we got our money a couple of months ago when our dollar was right up near 1 to 100, so it was grouse. And the secret is you get it online, and online you get a much better rate than at the jump. You don't rock up to exchanges anywhere anymore. That's just bullshit. You get crappy exchange rates. You're better off with like an up card or one of the fancy cards that doesn't charge for, exchange rates and whatever. Up card, you get the official rate with no other charges. It's really good. It's a good thing to get onto, guys. Up card. That's pretty bloody good. It's a MasterCard credit card. Anyway, I won't go into it too much. It might be a debit card. Yeah, it's a debit card. But you get the official rate. So you'd be getting 84 instead of 70 at the exchange. So that's still 14 better. Anyway, we've had a great night. We went out and had, we went to a restaurant tonight. I'll just let you know. We walked in, there was no one in there. The guy was so excited. He come running out like, wow, I've got customers. And we sat down and we didn't look at the prices on the menu before we got to sit down. And then we've looked at the menu and I thought, oh, $100 for a steak, oh, bit rich, but I'd probably go for it. My mate, he says, have a good look at it. There's an extra zero on it. It was $1,000 a steak. It was 5 of us, so it was going to be 5,000 Australian dollars. Well, with the exchange rate that just collapsed, it would be 6,200 just for the steak, and then we had to order drinks. So it was going to be about 7.5 grand with drinks and maybe some salads and chips and whatever. 7,500 for 5 people for dinner. I looked at my mates, and my mate and his missus and my wife and my daughter, and I said, nah, not doing it. Let's go. So we went down to this other restaurant and we paid $35 each, and we ate a huge plate of all different meats, all different cuts of steak, and we got a plate of beef and a marinated steak plate that was just insanely good, and we had noodles, soup, and we had dumplings, and we had cucumber, and we had everything, and we were all full, and we cooked it all on the charcoal grill, and it come up a treat. It was just delicious. $35 each, you can't go wrong. In Australia that would have cost $70-$80 each, easy. So you can get ripped off a third arsehole here if you do the wrong thing and just walk in willy-nilly. So don't do that. Check your prices and go for it, and you'll get a good meal really cheap here. You can get lunch for $10, $12. You know, it's not that hard to get that. But if you're silly and you've got ego, you can go and spend $1,000 on a steak that's not probably going to be very good. We bought grade 5 Wagyu in Okinawa, and it cost $8 each. And we couldn't finish it. It was that fucking rich, and I cooked it up on the grill. It was delicious. Really good. So you can eat cheap, the best food in the world, and you can eat the most expensive food in the world. No, it's not going to be any better. Probably won't be. They'll bullshit you and give you some crappy friggin' hardly grade 5. Yeah. Anyway, I highly recommend Okinawa. All you guys, you got to get over there. And then you can buy Jim Beam Highball 6% for like $2. You're kidding? I've got a 6% beer there. It costs like $2.80. You're kidding? Big can. That's what it's all about. You can have a party while you're here. A couple of weeks. I'm only here for a couple of weeks. We're back a couple of days' time back to Melbourne, and I'm happy as Larry. I've had a great time. Pissed every night. Kidding. Nah, half piss. Never got blind. I got a bit pissy last night. The missus, she keeps ordering drinks and then can't finish them. I've got to finish hers as well as mine, and I've had a gutful. Today, this afternoon, we went and checked out the cherry blossoms at Ueno Park, which is world famous for the cherry blossom. Spent a few hours down there, did a couple of short videos. I'll put them up as well, but cherry blossoms are on the end. Some trees are just full blossom and some are finished. You know, there's only a few left. They're in the sun. They're in the early morning sun, and they're advanced. And then there's others that still haven't come out full bloom. So we're right in the guts of the best time for for the Cherry Blossom Festival. I'm pretty fucking rapt about that. Very impressed. It's bloody good. Anyway, I'll show you the room review, and I thoroughly recommend this joint. If you can get it for $130 a night, no exchange rate, hopefully it reverses a little bit. But we got shitloads of cash, so we're just getting 97 odd exchange rate instead of 70. You fucking kidding me, huh? Happened to us last time. We come here with no cash, and we're getting like 79 when we got here, and by the time we left it was 59. It was costing us a bomb for everything. And we didn't know the secrets, didn't have an up card, we're getting charged extra on top with our bank. And the cash, we get cash out and get ripped a third, whatever. Anyway. So if you strategize, you can do Japan really cheap. The guys we've caught up with today, Wayne and Jody, they actually went on a cruise around Japan. They booked it 2 years ago and planned it so they nail somewhere on the trip the Cherry Blossom Festival, and they have. They've nailed it. A couple of places, and here it was great today. It was snowing, windy, so the pedals are blowing off. It looks like snow. It's lovely. You can't buy this shit. You know what I mean? I've heard of people coming here and spending 2 weeks and missing the whole thing. They've come early or too late, because every year's different. You got to be lucky, really lucky. I looked at a prediction and it said it's going to be end of March, the start of it. So anything in full sun in the morning is going to be coming out into March, and we're like, just in April is perfect. There's some just coming out still. Most of them are done though. They're full bloom today or even over. But that's what you want. You want a bit of snow. You want a bit of action. Fantastic. All right, room review. I recommend the Richmond Hotel. The bed's really nice. It's a little bit softer than the last hotel, and the pillows are fatter. And I got a double bed. You can't beat that. All right, well, that's where I am. So that's the view out of my window. I'm looking at one of the holiest of holy temples, typical for Trev, the Buddhist monk. I always land. And there's another temple over there. When you're getting that reflection, that's fucking killing that, isn't it? I can always stick it out the window. Trev, the imaginative. Check out that without the window reflection. Better, isn't it? Anyway, you get some hotties around here, which is grouse, the short skirts and all that. That's always good. Japan's good for a perv. Anyway, this is what you get. A bit of a hanging rack. I've just got all my shit here. The bag. Today's clothes, just threw it down there. My bag and all that. Dehumidifier. You need that in summer. It gets so humid in Japan. If you're coming in summer, you got to be prepared. Don't get a room without one of them. You get a desk, a writing desk. You get a decent bed. That's decent with big pillows. You get a big TV. That's a pretty good sized TV for the little room. Get the nice button up. In Japan, I say, oh, they're jammies. No, that's a robe. Button up robes you get here. No stupid sash. How's this one? You get things like this to dry out your clothes and all different things, like to dry your bloody shoes, and you get a kettle, of course. You usually get coffee, maybe some tea, and you get a good bathroom here. I'm pretty happy with this. You get a bath. I can have a soak and a shower. And it goes up high. You know those places with the shower thing halfway. Well, we got that. You can have it down there for a bath, so you can have a shower bath. But you get the special toilet, a heated seat, and a squirter to wash your butt off. How's that? Of course, you get your hairdryer, and a couple of face washers, towel, just the normal. Oh, all the goodies. And you usually get a toothbrush and toothpaste. Only every hotel you get that, so you don't even have to bring any toiletry. Forget the toiletry. And you get a spot like this, right in the middle of Asakusa, $140 a night. You're kidding. 2 people, if you want. I'll piss the missus off. She's off with the daughter in the other joint. I got it to myself. I could better go and get a young one. You're fucking kidding. I wouldn't mind. They're fucking horny looking things. But, I'm 60 freaking 1.5 and a bit more. I don't need the trouble now. The missus will go off ahead. All sorts of trouble. I'll probably lose the house, the car, the daughter. Fuck it, you only live once. Go for a cruise, maybe hit a bar. We went to a pub today, an Irish pub. You get Irish and English pubs here. Grouse. We were drinking. Should have done a vid, but I'm not doing vids for you guys every time I have something new or go somewhere. Grouse. I'm trying to enjoy it without, pulling vids everywhere. I'm a bit over it. Like you want to have a bit of a relaxation and don't have to think about it. So you're not getting all the goodies, but I tell you, I love Japan. I love Thailand better than Japan, but Japan is more civilized and a lot more safer. If you got kids, I've seen so many people here with babies and infants. It blows my mind. They wouldn't take them to, India or, some of the, I'm not going to say what they are, but countries that haven't got a really good name, like South Africa, there's a high chance you're going to get robbed. They said that their staff on the staff bus on the way to the hotel from the airport get robbed. How's that one? So that's the Qantas staff. Well, they go to Fiji, the Jetstar staff, and get raped in Fiji. There's all that going on. Some places have lost it. They're just, the police aren't doing anything. South Africa, the police are not doing anything now. It's just scary to go there. The highball gym, I loved it, mate. That went down so quick. I better have a beer. Well, cheers. I thoroughly recommend the Richmond Hotel, right in the guts of freaking Tokyo. This is a great spot. Lovely. You're right on the major temple. The biggest thing all of Japan is right here. You're like a stone throw away. I could throw a stone and end up in the temple precinct. That's what you want. We caught a taxi here last time. Cost a bomb. Caught the subway home, but if you stay right in the guards, you don't need to go. There's so many restaurants here. There's like 1,000 restaurants in a kilometre circle. All different things. Had a great meal last night. I think I mentioned that pissed in a video I did last night. I'm doing those piss late night videos, and I don't think I probably won't put many up, because when I listen to them I sound like I've got a thick tongue to smash from enjoying myself all day. But we had this Japanese double IPA today. It was 8.7%. Huge. We had the big beers, big size. We had a pint each. And then the girls come in and they got a small one each, but Faye couldn't drink it. She was off her guts. She gave me probably a third or half, and then on the way home, my daughter goes, I'm off my guts. It's only a 1, but that's what double IPAs do. They put you on another level. It's not like getting drunk on chemical driven alcohol like Carlton and United and Melbourne and all the other ones around the world. So it's happy days. Cheers, guys. Catch you soon.